Good evening, and bloody welcome to Summer Night Murder Mystery, the A.B.C. Murders, episode 14. In the previous episode, we found out who the murderer is, and it is none other than whatever his name was. His initially is A.B.C. anyway, and he lives in this hotel or establishment or whatever you want to call it. I have just talked to this lady over here that is peeling potatoes, and we got this key from her that goes to the suspect's room. So let's head up the stairs and into his room. So Cust is his Cust is his last name. Yeah, let's check ourselves out in the mirror first. It looks to be pretty empty in the closet here. It's not totally empty, but he doesn't have many belongings here.
Trousers, white shirts, everything has been washed very well. The Bexhill daily paper, dated from the day of the Bexhill murder. Most probably the bathing dress repaired by Mrs. Marbury's expert hands. All the main articles referring to the A.B.C. case are here, from the Churston murder onwards. Nothing before that date.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious that this guy is the A.B.C. murderer.
A.B.C. guys, enough to sign about a dozen murders.
He got boxes of them.
It's closed.
Maybe I could open it. It probably contains A.B.C. guides as well, but you never know.
It's closed. A.B.C. guys, enough to sign about a dozen murders.
It says that there are two things to look at here, but
it's closed.
I only get it to register.
It's closed.
One thing.
A.B.C. guys, enough to sign about a dozen murders.
So I don't know what else I should look at. Maybe I can open the box? No?
It's closed.
I really don't know what else there is to look at here.
A.B.C. guys, enough to sign about a dozen murders.
Let's continue looking around. It seems to be some kind of medicine.
Laudanum Cameron's Chemists. Laudanum, a medicine for coughs. It is what Dr. Clark prescribed for Mrs. Asher. This subject will probably be useful to me.
Okay, so let's take it then. A sedative. or sedative.
Diethyl barbituric acid, Johnson Company. I know this medicine. It is a powerful sedative. This subject would probably be useful to me.
Now we got some stuff in the inventory. There seems to be some dirty dishes here.
How hopeful. This place is a real mess.
He have made his bed though. Oh, that's the typewriter that he have used when he wrote the letters. Or at least I think so.
The least we can say that Mr. Cust is not very concerned about order and balance.
It's a big blob of ink there.
John Milligan, Managing Director, Silky Legs, Frederick Street, Leicester. To A.B. Cust, Marbury's Guest House, 1935, May the 21st. Dear Sir, further to our letters dated 5th and 10th of the month, we confirm we are you as door-to-door salesman, according to the conditions stated in our previous letters. We will send you the articles by mail and also a Redfield typewriter you will be using for every business letter. Regarding the schedule of your rounds, please do as following. June 21, Andover. Arrive by train the 20th in the evening and get a room at Station Hotel. Start your turn in the north part of the town. This letter establishes that Cust went to Andover, but the ink has hidden the destinations of his other trips. I know from Mrs. Marbury that he went to Churston. I just have to show that he went to Bexhill, and I will have proved that he was present at all the crime scenes.
Yeah, the proof is piling up now.
Did Cust drop it when he opened the window? Or was it Mrs. Marbury while she was cleaning?
What's this?
Cust is parsimonious. He keeps his pencils and sharpens them until there is nothing left. It is clear that he did not grow up in luxury.
No. So he was poor then when he grew up. And I guess he still is poor when he lives in a room like this and works as a door-to-door salesman. This is probably the murder knife, the murder weapon, I mean, of course. But it is a knife, so I wasn't far off. It looks really clean though.
A long-bladed knife. A murderer's weapon. This subject would probably be useful to me. It's an A.B.C.
So this is probably where he sat when he planned the murderers and when he wrote the letters.
I have to get the ribbon. How am I going to do it? Something is blocking the ribbon.
Yet another puzzle.
The right-hand reel has been removed.
And I guess I can remove the left as well.
The left-hand reel has been removed.
That was an easy puzzle. Maybe it's not done yet though. Oh.
And here is the ribbon. Let us see if it was indeed used to write the letters sent by A.B.C. I only need the ink ribbon for my inquiry. I will let Jack clean the keyboard if he wishes.
It seems to be the same eye at least, and the same text that was in the letter, I think.
And
Okay.
here is the ribbon. Let us see if it was indeed used to write the letters sent by A.B.C.
Yeah, I already removed
I only
that,
need
but
the ink ribbon for my inquiry. I will let Jack clean the keyboard if he wishes.
yeah. I'm gonna exit now. Or maybe not. Okay. Yeah, Mr. Poirot, it says there. So this is definitely where the murderer wrote the letters. I thought that I already had solved the puzzle. What else is there to do? There isn't anything else to do. Or is it? No?
And here is the ribbon.
Yeah, I have already removed that. This is the
I only
third
need
time
the ink
now.
ribbon for my inquiry. I will let Jack clean the keyboard if he wishes.
I want to exit. Can I exit, please? Is that too much to ask for? I don't think there is anything else to do. Can I use... no?
I know this medicine. It is a powerful sedative.
Yeah. Yes, let's choose that one and see what will happen. Yeah, I got the ribbon there. I don't think there is anything else to do with the puzzle, is there? There is something that I am missing though. There it is.
The least we can say that Mr. Cust is not very concerned about order and balance.
There are 5 of 6 things that I have looked at, so there must be one more thing to look at.
War
Maybe
of
this
1914-1918. By the King's order, the name of Corporal A.B. Cust, Devonshire Regiment, was published on the London Gazette on May the 10th, 1918, as mentioned in a dispatch for gallant and distinguished service. An army dispatch, wounded on the Somme front, victim of a gas attack. Corporal Cust greatly deserves his distinction.
Yeah, so I guess that he went a bit crazy after the war. I guess I should tamper with the typewriter
I have to get the
again.
ribbon. How am I going to do it?
But I already have it. It's right here. See? It's right here. But it is here as well, so I am really confused.
The ribbon is jammed. I have to start by freeing it.
Yes, and I have already done so. This is probably a bit of a bug, which is really frustrating.
The left hand heel has been removed. The right hand heel has been removed.
It's one thing to be frustrated over over a thing in the game that makes you that you are responsible for not going further, but when the game is responsible by having a bug, that is really disconcerting.
Something is blocking the ribbon.
Extremely frustrating.
And here is the ribbon. Let us see if it was indeed used to write the letters sent by A.B.C.
Yes, we have already established that.
I only need the ink ribbon for my inquiry. I will let Jack clean the keyboard if he wishes.
Can I please exit now?
All the letters announcing the murders were written on Cust's typewriter.
Oh, okay. So I missed that. That was the reason why I couldn't progress. Yeah. I guess that there isn't... Well, there was something with these boxes. I have a knife now, so I can open the box. It is a cardboard box with a bit of tape over it, so I guess that I could just rip it open, at least in real life, but let's go with this knife instead.
This knife is very useful. Who knows? Maybe it never cut anything other than string. Stockings.
Oh, it is stockings in here. Okay.
Stockings.
Okay. So that is the stockings that is sold. Well, not that particular one, but similar as to the one in the box. Okay, I don't think there is anything else to do in his room. It is a really small room here. My objective is still to search Cust's room. I don't think there is anything else to search in here though, since I have looked at absolutely everything. Let's use Hercule Poirot's little grey cells. Where was Cust at the time of the Bexhill murder? Cust's room was rented to someone else on July 25th. The Bexhill local paper dating from the day of Betty's murder was found in Cust's room. Bathing dress seen in Cust's room. Mrs. Marbury repaired the bathing dress at the start of July. I'm gonna go with this one.
The register shows that Cust did not sleep at the guest house on the day of the murder. Where was he? Bexhill. The Bexhill paper reveals it. Cust bought this newspaper in Bexhill on July the 25th.
So now I have solved that one, but I still have to investigate this room, which I find kinda odd because I think that I have investigated everything that is to investigate in here. Yeah.
War of 1914.
I have already
1918.
read that.
By the King's order, the name of Corporal A.B. Cust, Devonshire Regiment, was published on the London Gazette on May the 10th, 1918, as mentioned in a dispatch for gallant and distinguished service. An army dispatch, wounded on the Somme front, victim of a gas attack. Corporal Cust greatly deserves his distinction. The least we can say that Mr. Cust is not very concerned about order and balance.
Okay. I wonder what that is. It's probably nothing that I can look at though. No. There is the knife again. It's not in my inventory anymore. I have watched or looked at 6 of 6 things, so I should be done in here. Let's see if we can head out.
It is not the right time.
But I don't have anything else to look at. I've already looked at this. What am I missing? Maybe this? Yeah! It seems to be blood here. It is too light red though to be old. If it had been coagulated blood, it wouldn't have been that red, would it?
This dark stain. It could be blood, but goodness knows how long it has been there. No use continuing the inspection of this room. I've seen all there is to see.
Oh, so now I can go out of here.
Goodbye, Mrs. Marbury. Thank you for your help.
I look forward to seeing you again, Mr. Poirot.
Ah, Chief Inspector. I was about to leave.
Good evening, Chief Inspector. Welcome. Please excuse me, I must go to the kitchen. I'll leave the key of Mr. Cust on the counter.
I'm sorry I'm late. I've spent ages with the Doncaster police. And you?
I have established one fact. On 3 occasions, Cust was at the scene on the day of the crimes.
Okay. Talk to Jap. Yeah, I pretty much got that. Can I take a look on the counter here perhaps? Now when she's gone, maybe I can look around a bit more. No, ain't nothing else to look at here, it seems. So, yeah, I guess I should speak to Jap now. No, not. I would like to speak to him.
It is not the right time.
Oh, I had to point at his crotch in order to get this option. So, yeah.
I had best talk to Jap.
Okay, let's talk to him then.
I've listened closely to what you have to say, Poirot. For me, there's no doubt Cust is guilty. Do you have any element that might prove the contrary?
That is what we're going to look for. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
Was it possible for Cust to have killed the 3 victims? Yeah, I believe so. Declaration by Mrs. Marbury. Cust was in Churchton on the day of Sir Clark's murder. All the letters sent to Poirot come from his typewriter. Cust was in Bexhill on the day of Betty Barnard's murder. He keeps the newspapers that talk about the murders. He has a knife like the one used to stab Sir Carmichael. Well, Sir Carmichael wasn't really stabbed, his throat was cut. And it is hard to judge that just by looking at the knife, I think. To identify a knife as a murder weapon just by looking at it and reminiscing the injury. But yeah, what do I know? Declaration by Mrs. Marbury. He lied about his destination. Cust was in Andover on the day of Alice Asher's murder. I think that is the one that I will have to use, but I'm gonna continue reading the rest. He suffers from hemoptysis. He brings up blood when he coughs. He had blood on him. He has A.B.C. guides at home. Are there any common points between Cust and the killer? All the letters sent to Poirot come from his typewriter. He keeps the newspapers that talk about the murders. He has a knife like the one used to stab Sir Carmichael. He has A.B.C. guides at home. Is Cust's behavior suspicious? Is Cust's behavior suspicious? He keeps the newspapers that talk about the murders. He lied about his destination. He suffers from hemoptysis. He brings up blood when he coughs. I'm not sure that's suspicious though. He had blood on him. That is suspicious. He keeps the newspapers that talk about the murders. Guilty.
The evidence against Cust is overwhelming. His presence at the scenes, the knife, the blood-stained shirt, the A.B.C's in a box.
C'est vrai. However, the blood Mrs. Marbury saw on Cust's shirt may have been his own. According to his medical records, he suffers from hemoptysis. The murderer cut Sir Carmichael's throat from behind, and the blood spurted outwards. You would expect the murderer's shirt to be stained on the sleeves, not on the buttonholes, yet we see quite the opposite. You would expect the murderer to keep the newspaper articles about his crimes. But Cust's collection starts in Cheston, as if it discovered the case rather late.
I agree it's troubling, but it doesn't change my mind. There's small details that we should be able to clear up by questioning Cust.
When can we talk to him?
Doncaster is sending him to us on the first train.
Are they questioning him already?
He says he can't remember a thing.
It's plausible. Doctors say he suffers from absences and amnesia. Mrs. Marbury has confirmed this.
He may have done the murders in an altered state.
A familiar situation.
It's not enough to clear his name. Dr. Thompson insisted that even if you don't know what you're doing, you never commit a murder without wanting to.
Très intéressant. I shall remember that.
Right. I'll go and examine the suspect's room.
Chief Inspector, I took the liberty of removing a few clues to examinatum.
All right, we'll discuss them tomorrow. In the meantime, I'm going to see if you've missed something.
So now I should go to Scotland Yard then. I have to say that Cust seem to be really suspicious, and pretty much all the evidence points in his direction. But in a murder mystery like this, it is often that the murderer turns out to be the one that you least expect to be. So even though it is pretty evident that Cust is the murderer, judging by what we have found, it's not totally certain that he is the murderer. But yeah, I guess that maybe I should end this episode here. I don't know how much is left of the game. This is a bit shorter episode, I think, but yeah, I'm gonna end this episode before we head to Scotland Yard, because I don't know how much is left of the game. So yeah, in the next episode we will probably find out more about if Cust is the murderer or not. So yeah, until next time, thank you so much for watching and have a good night.